Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Hashtag look it up. Hashtag look it up. Hashtag look it up.
What is this? Where am I?
Let's make deposits into the bank of knowledge. Welcome back to the Trebles Show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Trebles Garcia, and I want to thank the Lord for allowing me to be here today. And I want to thank every single one of you for allowing me to enter your space. Let's freaking go. I have an amazing episode lined up with an amazing special guest, last minute recording with an original theorist. He has a show that he hasn't started, but he's going to start real freaking soon. I'm pushing on to jump off the freaking cliff and just splatter with freaking content creation. His name is, wait, hold the fuck up. I want to remind you that the most important thing that you could do for the show today is word of mouth. Check us out on YouTube. If you haven't already done so, drop comments. That is the lifeline of the show, guys. For you guys to take the time to engage, it means the freaking world to us. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube and on Spotify and drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoy making it. Liminal Trees is out now for $11, and it's a book that tells you a personalized story. It tells you about how trees are freaking portals, but most importantly, you could identify patterns where they trained you not to look at patterns. Make sure you check that out and apply it to your daily life, and you could also buy it for just $4 on Kindle. Guys, I'm working towards making it into a Spanish version, Chinese version, and all the crazy versions because I know you guys are all virgins. Oh, shit. Anyway, make sure you guys stick around, guys, because we have an amazing episode lined up. Let's jump in from the deep end of the pool and set the freaking mood. Guys, the next special guest has been here before. He is no stranger to motherfucking danger. He is a God-fearing man. He's a father, and he's also a conspiracy theorist, an original theorist. He's not a conspiracy junkie. He's an original theorist. This guy puts fucking patterns together and does days in and out without sleeping worth of fucking research. He does more research in one day that you've ever done for your entire fucking show in the past 6 fucking years. Shots fired. You know who it is. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Guys, it's very important you guys take the freaking time to do the research and go to the search bar. And it takes 5 seconds of your day to go to the search bar and do the research yourself. Hashtag look it up. That's fucking right. Give a round of applause for Matthew Lane. Matthew Lane, what's up, big dog?
What's going on, Trebles Garcia, my man? Long time coming. Yeah, although we do talk behind the scenes here and there. Yeah, it's been a long time since my Kent State show, but this one's not about Kent State. No, sir, it's not. This one,
the Kent State it did fucking well. You were on a cult of, not cult, that was a Nephilim Death Squad doing it. And then I think you did it on the Occult Rejects. Fucking massive, dog.
Yeah.
You were fucking all over the place, bro. This is like somebody like, and you did it here. Obviously, it was one of the original times that you did it here. You dropped it. The Kent State, Ohio, connected dots to liquid crystal technology, which led for me to drop more connections to the Olmec theory, which then led on to my book. So, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Even you were part of the book, bro. I'm telling you, dog. It's huge.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool to hear too, man. So I appreciate you letting me in on that a little bit. Yeah, really cool shit. But let's see, it was actually I did Nephilim Death Squad was the water story. I did do My Family Thinks I'm Crazy with the Kent State story. It wasn't my best show. I flubbed that one up a little bit. It did not come out as good as the Occult Reject episode I did.
Occult Rejects was like, people were fucking eating that shit up, dude. The
Bro,
comment section was gone crazy.
That panel that was on there, the panel of geniuses, they even just hand delivered. Here's a little bit more information you missed, Matt. So, yeah, really cool. I can't wait I want to work with those folks a lot more too. And
you know what's fucking dope? Shout outs to Nick from the Occult Rejects. That mother trucker has connections everywhere. But you know what? You know what he does? He brings in a panel of people that are like-minded and have very good research at their fucking fingertips. So when you drop a comment or something, even if you're dying out of ideas or ways of saying your fucking presentation, the rest of them pick up on it and then they drop bigger bombs. So it's like opening doors and so it's fucking genius what he does, bro.
Like-minded people with completely different backgrounds, and they're not all everybody has their own specific little thing it's not a group chat of just Golden Dawn people talking about Golden Dawn. It's
Word.
people all over the map, talking about how, and man, they make so many damn connections every show I listen to with them. It's amazing. But hopefully we can make a few good connections here tonight as well. I plan on I want to make people think a little bit more about the events that are happening in this world. The thing that you
Oh,
see
where?
in the
Yep.
news
Hmm.
constantly, especially if it's a national event. Um, the point of the show today is kind of to point out the patterns they put in front of you without most of us noticing. Unfortunately, something happened to my brain, my being, my spirit, my energy that makes me notice. Uh,
Word.
and I can't take credit for all of this. I after doing the Occult Rejects Kent State show, a fan of their show and a fan of a lot of other shows reached out to me and he's like, I've really appreciated your show and I'd like to share some stuff with you. I think you have the brain for it. I even had to ask him, like, are you sure you're not working for anybody? Because you're feeding me a lot of crazy stuff and it's making my brain go all over the place. But he's a very private
Scarcity. You gotta be
person.
very careful with who the
I
fuck you
talked to him
speak of.
quite a
Yep.
bit. He seems like a
Mhm.
very legit man. And hopefully if he sees this, he knows I'm all meaning well here.
Yeah.
He's really a good guy. He's even, let me in on his life a little bit too. But
That's what's up, man.
um
You know what that's
we
called,
did
bro?
actually do a
Impacting
show.
people's lives. That's what that's called.
He did bring me on to Daniel's show, Ball Busters, if anybody's familiar with that. I did do an
Oh shit.
episode with the two of them once, back when all this Charlie Kirk stuff was happening. But
Mm.
I guess let's get into it, guys. So,
Yeah.
it had only
Okay.
been a
Okay.
couple weeks since this.
Before anything,
Yeah, what
first
you
of
got?
all, thank you so much for being here today, bro. It means a lot.
Hey,
You know, this fucking means the world to me. People sharing this moment and then being on the show and dropping original theories. This is where it's at, bro. I fucking live for this shit. Thank you, a million times. Thank you. You're a fucking brother, and I
hey,
also I look up to you, bro, because the way you fucking brain works in many different instances. I'm telling you, bro. You fucking formulate ideas and formulate everything together. I think Webb of Mysteries, which is a crock pot, by the way, is about to jump in this bitch, and he's just like you, while breaking down shit down. Anyway, you're talking about 14 and all the connections you found with the number 14: murders, rituals, lies, psyops, wars, sex, food, drugs. Hit it.
so this gentleman I had been talking to, we had been kind of kicking around the number 22 a little bit, but then out of nowhere, the an event happened, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to check this number out." And he sent me the headlines, and it just pretty much read 14 or 14 children.
Okay.
So, just to take a step back in August 27th, 2025, a 23-year-old Robin Westman goes
Hmm.
into the Minneapolis On Occasion Church and kills two people, two children, injures another 14. That was
While you're doing that, I'm
the
gonna start looking up the
initial
names so I could bring up
headlines.
some papers, some stuff. All right, go ahead. Continue,
Yeah,
bro.
go
Sorry.
ahead, go
What's the
ahead.
name of that guy again?
Um, uh, Robin Westman. Now, the name itself is just kind of
Hmm.
Westman, huh?
Hmm. Yeah.
And anybody in this field who's a fan of Nephilim Death Squad knows uh,
Shout outs to the
Mr.
boys.
Mr. Top Lobster put out a tweet about which way forward Western men. And if you don't know about that story, go listen to Top. He tells it all the time. He basically got
Hmm.
Elon Musk to uh comment on it. So it was funny that we were pointing this out, you know. Um, I'm like, there really
What's his
is
name, bro? I
something
can't find him.
behind
What's his name?
this
Sorry.
saying which way forward Western men. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know if
What's
that's
the name of the What's the name of the man that shut up the church again? One more time.
Robin Westman. Now, I know I did my research when I first started looking at this, like, the symbolism behind a robin and everything, and I'm sure there's something behind that that's not coming to my brain right now, but,
Hmm.
anytime they use an animal or something, it's symbolism. It always is. So Robin Westman goes in, and the initial headlines was two dead, 14 injured, 14
Hmm.
children.
Hmm.
I was completely unaware of this part.
Hmm.
That
Please
my buddy
continue
told me
sharing.
about. He said it instantly made me think of the goddess Eris and her 14 children. Now, in G- Greek mythology, Eris is the sister of Ares. She's the character who throws the golden apple at one of the weddings that stirs chaos amongst all of the gods.
Hmm.
Um, her 14 children of discord represent basically manslaughter, strife, famine, just all the terrible things,
How do you spell her name? Sorry. I'm
E
sorry, bro. Sorry to
R.
interrupt.
You're
Sorry to
good. No,
interrupt.
Eris, Eris,
The goddess?
the goddess Eris. She's a lot of people claim that she's a demon goddess.
Ooh.
Um, so she's got very malevolent qualities to her. So if you typed in her 14 children, you can read off some of those that they represent. I can't remember all 14 of them off the top of my head, but this is
That's right.
basically everything that's going on in the world right now.
May I
It's
read what she's about? It says Iris or Eris is the Greek goddess of personification of strife, discord, and chaos, known for causing conflict amongst mortals and gods alike. Often described as the daughter of Nyx, Night, and the Zeus and Hera, she's a sister of Ares, whatever, and is
Mhm.
famously known for instigating the Trojan War and by throwing an apple of discord. Please continue, Big Dog. Sorry for
So
interrupting. Wow. Here we go.
this simple church shooting, they kind of throw this in the headlines. These are the things that they want you to know. There's little keywords, 14 children. That's all it took. And it sent me and this gentleman I know down a complete rabbit hole because more and more stuff kept popping up with this. And it it has a lot more to do than just this goddess. There's a lot of bull worshiping here, a lot of bull symbolism within this story. A lot of sun. It gets all over the place, man. It's kind of a
Yeah.
mess, but I'm going to do my best to present this here. So,
Hit it, bro. Hit it.
um, obviously, so we find this information and we're like, well, geez, they're definitely invoking her and her 14 children towards something here. Like, look at, everybody's arguing about transgenders at the time in Israel, and just think back in August, everything that was going on in the world. Well, for some reason, well, I won't say for some reason. I've been a listener of Ole Demigard for quite a while, so I
Hmm.
always try to pinpoint on some of those numbers and words that stand out. And 14 really stood out to me because, well, I did the math. I said, what's 14 is divided by 2, that's 7. That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks away. What's in 2 weeks? Did the math.
Hmm.
That's September 10th. Well, it's not September
Uh-oh.
11th. They love doing stuff on September 11th.
Hmm.
Huh. I, you
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
and I messaged my buddy. I said, please keep your eyes extra open on September 10th.
Hmm.
I think they're priming September 10th as a high impact event day. That's all I said.
For 2026 or 20 last year?
Last year, 2025.
Hmm.
So we're slowly looking. My buddy's sending me different things that's happening with this on occasion shooting and the shooter, and all sorts of stuff's popping up and reoccurring, if you will. I
Oh,
believe
I see what's going
Mercury,
on.
like
Hmm.
green shoes kept popping up, and well, more words relating to Iris kept popping up. So
Hmm.
the shooter was wearing a t-shirt that said Rise on it. A green t-shirt, all it said was Rise. That's interesting.
Look what happened during that day too. In 2020, California's August complex fire becomes the largest state in history. Two dams collapse in Derna, Libya, causing massive loss of life. And in 2024, an Israeli airstrike occurs in Mawazi area of Gaza, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. This is not just him talking bullshit here, guys. There's connections of every single September 10th around the world. Oh yeah, I fucking love doing this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I love making these connections. So you got the word rise, and that could they want something to rise. I don't know.
Hmm.
But a couple of the more interesting things, the play on the letters ERIS. We also came across something that was in the COVID vaccine. It's IRES, and Basically, what this technology IRES, let me pull it up. I apologize. It's like a ribosome that helps the mRNA attach to another sequence within your DNA. Um, and what it's just so funny that this technology has the same lettering as Iris, the demon goddess.
Mhm.
Um, damn it, let me pull this up real quick. I had it up and my phone took it away. So, IRES. I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Mhm.
Iris. Iris.
Iris.
It gets confusing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a ribosome entry um without a five cap or Kozak sequence. I don't know what any of those words mean. I am
Mhm.
not a scientist, but I'll
Mhm.
read this to you. The internal
Mhm.
ribosome entry site, or IRES, internal ribosome entry site. It's a region within an mRNA molecule that allows ribosomes to initiate translation without the need for a 5-inch cap of a Kozak sequence. I don't know what
In
that means.
short words, it means fucking possession of the inner cell. Possession. That's what you're fucking saying.
Yeah, dude. The
When I say cellular surrender, this is what I mean. From the fucking smallest particle of your fucking body. This is nuts. Pharmakia.
They are typically located within the untranslated region of the mRNA, and they can be either short or long. The IRES elements are recognized by specific proteins that bind to the ribosome and help to recruit it to the mRNA. Once the ribosome is bound to the IRES, it can begin translation at a nearby start codon.
What was that word that you used? Once it's bonded, right? Oh, yeah.
They also
All
play
right.
a role in the regulation of gene expression in eukaryotes. I'm probably saying that
Gene
wrong.
expression. We're probably fucking that up because we're not scientists.
Well, anyway, what I'm getting at this is they basically created something that invades your proteins and adheres the mRNA to your DNA, taking it over. Yeah, are we making more connections here? What up, Spirit Animal?
Yo, is that the freaking crock pot, bro? Holy cannoli, bro. Is the food ready to be, is it ready to be devoured or what the freak? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have an introduction to do right in the beginning of the freaking show. It looks like it's going to be a freaking banger and a larger one. Guys, we're not only listening to the freaking neighborhood prophet here, freaking Matthew Lane talking about his conspiracy connections with the number 14 murders and rituals and all this crazy stuff, but walking in the door right now, we have the legendary Webb of Mysteries, Sam the man with the plan. We call him the crock pot in the community. The slow cooker. What's up, big dog?
I'm doing good. I'm also joined with my co-host Cal. But how
Dude,
you been, Trebles?
dog, double the freaking pleasure here. Yo, massive shout out. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, bro. Fucking amazing. Yo, while you're prepping your microphone, again, mad shout outs. Let them know where they can find you real quick. Well, the name of the show, where can people find you on Instagram or social, your handles?
Me or Matthew?
You, dude, Matthew's been talking.
Oh, my bad. You can catch us at Web of Mysteries on Spotify. You can catch us at Web of Mysteries on Instagram. You can DM us there. I answer every DM. You can even catch us on the TikTok, and that's Web of Mysteries with 2 B's, or you can email us at webofmysteries@gmail.com, and you can hit us up with like episode ideas. You could like whatever. We're trying to grow a community over here where everyone is accepting and to get down to the nitty gritty truth of the mystery that we call life.
Whew. Damn. That was spicy as a mother trucker. Yo, let me tell you guys something. You guys probably see this guy. He has a funny haircut and funny glasses. That motherfucker's smarter than all of us in this freaking group right now. He has some talent. And the way he breaks down things, he's a slow cooker. He might start talking slow, but we'll let him cook, bro. Jeez. We had him on an episode with Roger from the Conspiracy Chaos Talk. And he fucking, once he started opening his mouth, bro, it took him about 30 minutes to warm him up, bro. And then he started just, dude, he demolished that episode. Mad shout outs to the Web of Mysteries. Okay, so let's go back, Matthew. Matthew, you're connecting the dots with Iris, the freaking goddess of destruction, chaos in Greece, and how it connects to the bovid shot and the molecules that it has to bond and possess. Just other words to possess other molecules inside the shot. So it's a living tissue within a living tissue. It's freaking crazy. Keep going, bro.
So around the same time too, I'm not really familiar with this guy. Apparently he's big. His name's John Cullen. Um, he was on the tweet machine X by this point, talking about how he helped create the system that I don't even know how to explain it. He worked on a system that's called ESRI. Okay. Let me bring this up real quick. This is a wild one.
Collins Bartholomew
ESRI.
Revolution. This is the Atlas production.
It's a GIS thing. I'm not even 100% familiar with it. Oh boy, give me 1 second here. Where did of course
Take your
I lost
time.
it. So
Take your motherfucking time.
I forgot we're on Zoom. So all right, here's a tweet I'll read out. You know the mapping system that John Hopkins SPH used to map the pandemic? I built it. March 13th, 2020, POTUS declared a national emergency, but 0 dead in New York. 43 dead in the entire country, not 10 dead in Hong Kong or Shanghai. Boy, did you get fooled. So this...
Wait, hold the freak door. Another freaking entrance by another legendary freaking Inquisitor is here today dropping bombs of knowledge. Yo, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. You look freaking good. All right, Matthew, let me go start all over. Here we freaking go. Matthew's dropping bombs of knowledge connections with the number 14, doing rituals with freaking esoteric numbers, the stars, goddesses, the freaking bovid shot, an amazing presentation. And the thing I love about Matthew is that when he connects dots and he starts fucking pattern recognizing, he starts creating all these things into a giant thesis that's an original conspiracy theory. He's an original theorist. That's what I like to call it. And then obviously Web of Mysteries. He's a freaking killer. We call him the crackpot because he's a very slow cooker, but once he's in it, he is in it to win it like a fucking G-string, baby. That's fucking right. Yo, mad shout outs to the next special guest that we have. This is just a trial run of what the freestyle conversations are going to be on the next couple of episodes here. Twisted Josh from the Rebel podcast. What's up? What's up, big dog?
What's up, man? Oh man, you looking good, man. You lost.
Oh, I lost a lot of weight, bro. Yeah, I lost a lot of fucking weight.
Good.
I lost the weight. Fucking stress and kratom. That's what it does to you, bro. And I've been sober for a year and a half. So fucking Jesus makes you look good, baby. Oh yeah.
There you go, man. There you go. That's
right. Yo, Twisted Josh had me on his show once when I was battling fucking addiction, and he's here today. I'm so happy that you joined the Pod Alliance, bro, because that's what we are, a community of alliance. And I don't know how to explain it to you, bro. I am honored and I am very thankful for you guys, all of you guys, spend this beautiful Saturday night with me, dude. It's gonna be a longer episode than what I thought. It's not gonna be a 30-minute episode. Mad shout outs again to every single person. Yo, Twisted Josh, let them know where they can find you, big dog.
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok.
That's fucking right. Twisted Josh is an amazing fucking content creator. Matt, shout outs to Code from the Speaking in Code podcast because he connected us. And dude, I couldn't be more thankful. He's a fucking badass. Web of Mysteries, are you ready to fucking dive deep? Because Matthew Lane's gonna continue going. Matthew, continue with your freaking theory.
I'm always all right. So this John Collin gentleman said he helped create this ESRI GSI system. I'll just give you a little background on this because I already got it pulled up. It's a Environmental Systems Research Institute, a global market leader in geographic information system software, WebGIS, and location intelligence, as well as spatial analysis. Basically, with this company, well, you know what? Let me give you a little bit more of a background here, real quick.
While you're talking, I'm putting this up real quick so people can check it out on the YouTube, J-E.
They were started by a couple with the last name Dangermond. trying to pull this up real quick. Should have had that already. Um, Back in 1969, they started out the company with, and here's where numbers recognition comes in. They started out this company back in 1969 with $1,100. They have grown this company to earning an annual 1.3 billion, 1.3,
Mhm.
13. And they are in 220 countries worldwide with
22.
49 offices around the world. 4 plus 9 is
Mm.
13. So I'm
13.
telling you, it's not just the number 14 here either. The 14 gave me my prediction date for September 10th, and we all know what happened on that date, and we'll
Mhm.
get into that here in a second. But the number 13 and 22, every time I look at news articles that were happening around this time, like even in the NFL, right around the time the shooting happened in Minnesota, Minneapolis, my apologies.
Mhm.
Like even the Jacksonville
Mhm.
Jaguars, the article came out that they were given back $22 million for something that the NFL fined them for years before. As soon as I
Mhm.
saw that, I said Jacksonville's going to have a good season, and they ended up going to the
Mhm.
playoffs. So it's little
Mhm.
stuff like that that just was like it. It makes me think. But this GIS company, ESRI,
Mhm.
basically what they do with the spatial analysis and everything, and what they
Mhm.
did with COVID specifically. First off, this is a
Bovid.
privately held
Bovid. We can't
company.
say that word because we're on YouTube. Bovid.
But the Bovid thing, they how do I say this, fellas? They basically, and I think a lot of us conspiracy theorists know this. What they are doing to us, guys, even when they come out with these news stories, they can literally map out our reactions city by city, person by person, IP address by IP address. Their software isn't just covering analytics um, logistics. Okay, they're not just helping companies grow and get better results and make more money. No, they're using this on a level that they will not tell you about. They are mapping us out.
Behavioral mapping.
Exactly, dude. And this is the company that's doing it. This is the company that created all of it. Now, I'm sure they got their information from somewhere else, older from some other cultic information, but they basically built the tech for it in the modern age. They
Mm.
have us all mapped out. All of our behaviors, absolutely everything.
Yo,
And I
can
don't
I add
know
something?
why I only came across this information because of the shooting in Minneapolis and the 14 children.
So
Bringing
I'm
me
gonna
to here right
interrupt you just because you spoke on behavioral mapping, and I'm not just trying to put this in there because it's part of the book, but it is. Behavioral mapping was a big portion of the second chapter of Liminal Trees, my freaking book, my original thesis. And I'm gonna tell you something: behavioral mapping is not just a thing that they do for fun. It's a military grade operation using concrete, rebar, and every single metal dust particle in the air that we consume every day. And you're thinking, oh, they dropped it through freaking skies, they dropped it through freaking planes using chemtrails. Negative, sir. They're using our brake pads on our cars to fucking have us surrendered at a molecular level, if that's even a freaking word. Cellular surrender comes from within because every single metal that's used to create those pads and every single car that's driven in the freaking world, including trains, to this day, all those particles get lifted in the air and then you consume it through your nose, directly through your lungs, directly into your fucking bloodstream, and it attacks your nervous system, allowing you to work like a ping inside this rebar concrete jungle that we live today. The concrete itself is smart rock. It's not a rock that we could build temples on. Instead, it's a rock that can be programmed so that you could be part of the fucking system. Again, behavioral mapping, amongst other things. I just wanted to drop that in there. And if you guys want to learn
Oh,
more about it, check it out on Liminal Trees, the freaking book. Bye bye, bro.
How you good,
sorry,
brother?
but troubles. Just to play off of the mapping and all. Everybody here is aware of the '90s game Doom, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Like to the point that it's a
Yep.
meme that in this one Doom, they just sorry, I just learned today that they have grew in a petri dish human brain cells that they have linked directly to where it plays Doom, to where it sends electrode, not electrodes, but electrons, the mapping of the neurons. If they do one set of mapping, like the brain it's a human brain in a petri dish by itself. We have no control over it. It is running essentially the digitalized version of hell with a gun. Like if the way the brain lights up one way, it will move a certain way. It will shoot. And they're also running Doom currently on microbes like bacteria, to the point that currently right now it's going frame by frame. It will take roughly 600 years for it to complete the original Doom
What is this
game.
called? What is this
bacteria.
called?
Let me I had it pulled up.
Holy guacamole. Fudge cakes. Oh, yeah. Hashtag look it up, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're trying to do here today. Dropping bombs of knowledge and Twisted Josh. If we hit a nerve, express yourself.
Not yet, man. Not yet. I'm cooking over here. Slow
That's right,
processing.
Big
but
Daddy.
yeah,
That's
here we go.
crazy though, dude. That's the Doom shit. Yeah, I haven't
The
heard
Doom
about
shit's
that
fucking
one.
nuts, bro. Fuck, I told you, cook it. I'm telling you, the crock pot, bro. I'm telling you, this dude don't mess, bro.
I'm sure GSI has something with that. If it's a brain in a petri dish, literally mapping out a game by itself. They're using that for something, man. That's weird.
That's right.
The kind of shit. Like, why are we doing this though? What are you guys really getting at with this running these tests? Oh,
I texted to you, Trebles.
Oh yes, you did. Oh yes, you did. Let me see. Since I can't pull it up on the thing, I'm gonna have to read it to you guys real quick. And the good thing for you guys is that I have a thick accent, so you guys won't understand shit. Here we go. A clump of human brain cells can play the classic computer game Doom. While its performance is not up to par with humans, experts say it brings biological computers to a step closer to useful real-world applications like controlling robot arms. Hashtag look it up. Wait, hold the freak up. It says in 2021, the Australian company called Cortical Labs used its neuron-powered computer chips to play Pong. The chips consisted of clumps of more than 800,000 living brain cells grown up to top two microtrode arrays, which I don't know what the fuck it means. Hashtag look it up. That can both send and receive electrical signals. Researchers had to carefully train the chips to control paddles on each side of the screen.
bro, all you read that, and literally the only thing I can see is Ninja Turtles. Crane in that giant mech suit controlling it. Like it's Crane. Bro, we're gonna be the future. We're gonna be fighting cranes, bro.
Are we freaking cooking with gasoline here or not, bro? Hold the freak up, guys.
They've had this idea for years, bro. Like,
okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us again one more time. You guys are on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. And mad shout outs to every single person that's engaging in the comment section. First and foremost, I gotta give a massive shout outs to our brand new freaking dude that has been knocking on the door right now. Who just walked in right now with an amazing freaking graceful presence. Alex Lloyd from the Testimony podcast. Welcome back.
What is up, all of you beautiful people? How are you all doing tonight?
Doing well. I love that freaking sweatshirt.
Appreciate it, brother. I gotta give a major shout out to Code, man. So like that little cartoon sketch he did with us in it. I've been wanting to do the white. I just didn't know how it looked. And he threw the cartoon out there, and I was like, brother, I gotta try it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, the Testimony podcast. You can find him everywhere. Let them know where they can find you, please, bro. What are your handles?
It is the Testimony podcast on all platforms. Dozer, whatever it is, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Rumble. Catch me anywhere you can find a podcast at. On Instagram, it's the testimony.podcast. I think that's the only one that's got a variation in it, but check me out, all platforms. If you can't find me there, search The Testimony. You'll find me somewhere. Just look for my face or one of these guys' face, and you'll know where I'm at.
Let me tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's not doing any service on the way he put that out. Let me fucking reintroduce his fucking show. The Testimony Podcast is not only a podcast that introduces big names, but he does it live, sitting right in front of him. He doesn't do this fucking video shit like us losers do. This guy sits in front of the dude. He pays his dues. He walks and sits down next to the person and talks to him directly, bro. And he has some collaborations that you guys would think that he is probably an elite. So make sure you check out Alex Lloyd and the Testimony Podcast. You see, that's how you do it, Alex. Just freaking sell yourself, bro.
Well, look, man, I gotta say, so at first, it wasn't that I never hated on the original podcast setup. There's a reason for the first person interviews, man. So it's the same reason as like whenever you're talking to that one person one-on-one and you get to see that emotion. So like You ever sat down with somebody and they're telling you a story that you know has like it's just it. Whenever you sit down with somebody and you kind of have that urge to cry or you have the urge to just give them a hug,
Mhm.
but you can't do that through the screen. So like that's what I
Mhm.
want to bring to the people, the emotion that you actually get to see when somebody's sharing their life story. So like even Trebles, I've mentioned on a few of the other episodes, I want to get Trebles on. I know my man has a story to tell, but you know, telling it through the screen and telling it on these stories like this, it makes a difference. But when you get to see the emotion, when I get to give my man Trebles a hug, if he's telling me something he's been through, that's what I want. That's what I want the
Damn,
people
bro.
to
That
see
should
that.
that should hit a chord, bro. Thank you so much. And we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna go visit Janet from the Global Nation podcast. Mad shout outs to my mom. She's literally my mom adopted me at 35 years old. I'm telling you right now. Mad shout outs to her, and I'm gonna go see what's up with her and then maybe swing by and kick it with you and Drewski from the Cryptid Warfare Operations. Guys, I'm not telling you that right now that these podcasts are the best, but these motherfuckers are loyal. They bring culture and scarcity to the freaking game, and they're some of the most intelligent people that I freaking know in the freaking game today. So mad shout outs to the Testimony podcast. And again, Web of Mystery was talking. I was adding on. So Matthew came in with the number 14, talked about Ares, the goddess of chaos in Greece, and he started talking about some rituals that we're doing. And then Web of Mysteries picked it up right after with some new technology that people are using to control games, guns, and robot hands. And that's real technology that's been debunked. Hashtag look it up. And Twisted Josh is about to kick some ass. I think he's cooking up something in there too. All right. So continue, please, Web of Mysteries, or give it back to Matthew to continue.
I was just gonna say about the brain tissue. Um, right now they have not done an actual gun, though. It would not surprise me if they go down that route, like trying to put this, because what they're trying to do is use this to create the first biological supercomputer. Because our mind is it legitimately is a supercomputer. Um, but no, I could see them using this to use it for, like, instead of laser guided missiles, they could use it to actually guide that. They could also put that to actual artificial intelligence to try to see if you can actually map the brain and put it on actual artificial intelligence. I could see that. I could also see that them as a way the elites use it to try to extend their life artificially. Their biological body may die, but if they can, like, copy their mind, it wouldn't actually be them, but it would be them. It wouldn't. A lot like how the mall have any. I'm going to use this allegory. But have any of you gentlemen watched the show Invincible?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, so you know how the Mahler twins work and how Rudy got his new body and everything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot like that. It's not you being transferred into that body of the clone or whatever. It's you. Both of you will be running concurrently. Both your mind is the same. You will be able to see everything, but you're not. Neither one of you will know which one's the actual true one. I could truly see them doing this, but as soon as the mind is copied onto the, let's say, the cloud or whatever, they ditch the biological body. I could completely see this happening. Not no time soon, but eventually down the line.
No,
Towards
if you know who
what?
Donnie Marshall is, they've already been doing that for a real long time. So the transferring of consciousness while still being awake. I don't know exactly how he explained all of that, but that's what that kind of sounds like. I could also see them using just, if maybe humans start, if we really are in the awakening age and humans really do start telling their masters, "Well, fuck you, we're not doing this war stuff for you," well, that's fine. We got a whole science lab full of petri dish brains that have no conscience and don't care what we tell them to do, that can control all these drones to attack all of you. So I think they could even be going that far with it. But yeah, definitely,
I
obviously, the whole consciousness transfer and everything too, that's one of their main goals at this point. But really, that kind of technology is only going to serve a small few. So
I'll,
how could they
allow me
use it
to
on a mass scale, using it to bomb all of us without it having a conscious to not
let me
press the
add.
button?
Let me add something to that. So you mentioned something about transferring consciousness, which is where I was gonna go with my train of thought. That's where it went to. But again, a shameless plug, bro. At the end of the book, or Liminal Trees, I spoke about how the Olmecs were trying to transfer their freaking consciousness using liquid crystal technology and leaving their memory on the rocks, pulsating Earth frequencies, organic algorithm of the Earth. They were trying to evade judgment by transferring their consciousness using stone and liquid crystal glass technology. And the liquid crystal glass technology actually was pushed on to me as a theory, not just a theory, also debunked by the presentation of Kent State, Ohio by Matthew Lane, because I just found out through that presentation that Ohio State University is the capital of liquid crystal glass technologies on your LCD screens, which is used on every single piece of technology that has a touchscreen today. Hashtag look it up.
Trebles, I have a question. Since you brought up
Yes,
the
sir.
Olmecs, isn't the Olmecs a precursor to the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Incans to the point that they also made pyramids? They also made the most perfectly spherical rocks, and they took rocks and turned them to perfectly spherical. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they also have like weird statues akin to the Easter Island heads, but not really? It wasn't as big mountainous, but it was weird looking heads.
Even more important, they were the first ones and the original ones in Mesoamerica to deal with gene splicing, like
Okay.
war
Yeah,
jaguars and war bats and stuff.
break that down for me, Kimasabe. Like, are you talking about the ones where they believe that if they kill this animal wore its pelt, they obtain its power, or like true on like genetic splicing?
Genetic splicing, like true on taking on the body and creating the original Batman. If you guys hashtag look up, and this is what I'm gonna do, check this out. I'm gonna show you what the Olmec old school Mayan Batman looks like, and it's based on the comic book. And you're gonna be like, what the heck? I've seen that before, because some people love Batman, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sadly, I
So,
still love that.
This is Cosmots. Cosmots, it's an ancient Mayan
What?
deity of a man created half man, half bat. Cosmots is, check this out. And the only reason I found this out was because I was doing the gene splicing
No
portion of the
way.
book. Cause
Somebody
Yeah, it's
made that in their
no,
freaking
bro, no.
garage.
Cosmots.
There's no way that was.
Cosmots is the original Batman gene spliced deity entity, body writing entity is what they call it. Possession, body writing entity
Yeah.
of Mesoamerica.
So we got primordial Batman before we got GTA 6, gentlemen.
I question things like that only because I specifically remember some huge museum somewhere in Europe, I believe, showing us statues of angels that astronauts brought back from the moon. It was a legit article. I was like, that's such bullshit. There's no fucking way. So I question stuff like that's really cool, but like that cowl is way too on the nose, dude.
They also did it with jaguars, bro. They did it with the war jaguar. And then the Mayans, the Aztecs, and the Incas transferred their essence, and they were trying to have body writing spirits and wear these jaguar coats with the faces on their like that, like on their faces, and they became warriors and stuff because they were trying to transform with them and trying to be spiritually attached and body written by these entities. But it comes from the lore, the myth of them genetically being gene spliced onto these pyramids that were not really created to praise the gods, but actually praise within, because they found out that the pulsating energy is to praise yourself within. Kind of like what Jesus says. It's not above, so below. It's as out, so within. So they found out that that's how you evade judgment, by living forever, by looking within. It's a long story. But anyway, let's keep on going. While you're rolling over there and Matthew's taking a quick little break, Twisted Josh, I'm not allowing you to stay quiet any longer.
Man, I'm just soaking it up, bro. Like I'm like a mini skeptic, though, to be honest with you. So I don't know too much of what you guys are talking about. I want to be honest with you on that. So
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, bro?
So like basically like transfer consciousness, kind of reminds me of that show Black Mirror, on Netflix. So
Black Mirror, liquid crystal glass.
Yeah.
Obsidian.
Wow.
Obsidian, bro. I'm telling you, dog, it's all there. They're telling you what it is, bro.
Wow.
That's your cell phone screen, your TV screen, your computer screen. Yeah, dude. They got us all staring into their black mirrors. And all of them, most of them are made from liquid crystal, if not LEDs at this point too. But yeah, dude, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'm
talking keep going with. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm talking about crystals and storing power. So even though a lot of people say, oh, they have to be a hoax or whatever, even though you can't carbon date quartz, but they've been found all over the world. The 13 crystal skulls, actually they found out because they supposedly have been handed down generation through generation. They believe now that there's even been a singing one where it like they had it over in England and like I want to say it's London, but it was like the skull of like it was a crystal skull, but it had etchings. It would like in the middle of the night, it would scream like a woman's scream. But they believe now that because we know that you can take quartz and you can actually put electricity in it, and you can actually store data. They
It's a
believe
modulator. Hmm.
that the crystal skull probably is a capacitor. It's a capacitor of some sort that it could actually hold actual knowledge on it because according to multiple cultures, they believe that
Memory.
it's handed to them by either the gods, aliens, or visitors from the sky.
It's your original memory card
Which
for PlayStation 2.
that's dope. What with 8 megabytes? Gee, these probably have gigabytes, dog.
Well, they were
Fucking terabytes.
they were using biometrics to open up the portals. Do you know who also opened up portals using his biometrics? Jesus. This dude died and resurrected, went to hell and came back with the keys of hell and resurrected after 3 days. How? By shedding his blood. This guy is a dimensional gangster, bro, by hood hopping through dimensions and then bringing salvation back to freaking humanity, bro. This is beautiful, bro. And they copied it because blood has more than millions of terabytes of information. Sorry if I interrupted.
Blood, sorry, blood is lives, dog. Yeah, like so your grandfather's blood is rushing through you. His lived experiences in you, um, goes back everything. But that
Assassin's Creed. Mhm.
more than likely. But
Mhm.
crap, I forgot I was gonna say.
Don't lose it. Come back.
Yeah. So the crystal. God damn it. But yeah, no. God damn it, Troubles. You made me forget.
Anyway, we're going back to number 14. Matthew, can you please bring it back? We got about 20 more minutes in this beautiful get together and panel that we have here. Talk to me, bro. Get me more
Yeah.
connections on number 14, bro. Don't go to sleep.
All right. So real quick for the chat, some of the connections I'm making happened back in August 27th, 2025, when Robin Westman walked into the On Occasion Church in Minneapolis, killed 2, injured 14. That was the initial report. So what we saw in the headlines was 14 children, which made us bring up Iris and her 14 children of Discord,
Oh,
which made
yeah.
me go, I feel like that's a code for something else as well. What's in 14 days? September 10th. September 10th happens, and that led me down more rabbit holes, but um I was making all sorts of connections to the goddess Iris and when you take letters and rearrange them for other words, we found words like the word rise on one of the shooter's t-shirts, and I found
Mhm.
something within the COVID, or I think it's just all vaccinations at this point, a technology called IRES,
Mhm.
which basically it takes over your DNA.
Possesses it. Hmm.
And then something called ESRI, which is global mapping, spatial analytics, they behavioral analytics. They map out human behavior and how we're going to react every time an event happens, in my opinion here.
Wow.
So I think they use this ESRI to basically map out when and where people are going to react, how they're going to react, and then what would be their best next step towards whatever plan they already have. And I know it's already pre-planned because I called out at August 27th. 14 days from that was September 11th, and we all know what happened that day. I didn't know that was going to happen, but I knew that was going to be a date of a high impact event. So one of the things, especially if you guys are in the chat with us, I've been trying not to talk too much about is, well, it happened again. Okay. February 28th, we go to war, and the number 28, they love that date. They love that day. 28's very important in the occult. Check any Rolex watch ad that throughout the past 100 years, however long it's been around. Every single ad of Rolex watch you've ever seen has had the 28 on the watch, okay? In numerology, that's the money of wealth, the number of wealth, okay? It's supposed to attract money and everything. I'm sure it attracts a lot more. That's why they use that date. So then on the first, we have the Texas bar shooting. The first thing I see in the
That's
headline,
true.
an Iranian national basically goes into a bar, takes out 2 people, and injures 14. That's weird. I've seen that before. I'm not trying to. I do realize my name's the hometown prophet, and no, I don't believe I'm an actual prophet, but I do know I recognize patterns, and I do know these bastards already have things planned before they happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I just copy and pasted what's 14 days from the first. Well, it's March 15th.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds interesting. That actually sounds like something I've learned. What's March 15th? Oh, that's the Ides of March at 2 Brute. So now I'm cooking.
Yes.
Uh, you got March 15th, the Ides of March, which deals with Caesar, and we all know that Trump's been compared to Caesar. All right. And what happened? Well, that was a backstabbing, right? I'm not saying this is exactly what's gonna happen, but I just with all the information coming out, is somebody gonna drop
Uh-oh.
the
Hold
dime on Trump come the 15th? That's
something about people trying to kill me. He said it a couple of times. There's a lot of people trying to get at me, trying to take shots at me. He said it, he's saying it too many times. And I've heard so many freaking content creators talking about the alleged murder, upcoming murder of this dude. Do you know what that would do to the country, bro?
Civil War.
Immediately.
well, we all know what's gonna happen to me, like right away. But I'm telling you right now, they're setting this shit up for 2050. Do you know who's gonna be eligible to be a president in 2050? His fucking son, his Nephilim ass looking son. I think there's something really evil behind that kid. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but I think they're priming us for our like next like big fucking. He won't be a president.
Oh,
Donald Trump's not the last president. We all know about that book.
that's what I was
Ingrid.
gonna say.
Go ahead, Alex. Get some in there, bro.
So I have a semi theory. So like, what about is it the Detroit airport, the one that has all the crazy murals and stuff? Don't they have a time
Denver.
capsule? So like,
Denver.
if that's got the end of days and all those other crazy scenarios that are on murals and stuff, and they have a time capsule, I think it's 2094. I could be wrong about that. Somebody fact check me, but I'm pretty sure it's 2094. If they have that, either they'll have to still be around. So like if something does happen, whether it's within the next few years, days, months, or if it happens in 2050, somebody's going to have to be around to open this time capsule, or they wouldn't have it in this big secretive, elaborate airport that I mean we've all heard the theories about what's going on there, and I don't know if any of us really know, but the people
Hmm.
that do know have put a time capsule there that's not going to be open until 2094. So if
Yeah,
something
I don't
does
think.
happen in 2050, I don't see the world coming to an end. And if it
No, and
does, it might be
that's not what I'm
ours.
saying. I just think they're priming our next global leaders for the future with this whole Trump story. The story's not going to end with Trump, guys. So I'm trying to,
At least
they're looking
not
a
at
hundred
least not
steps
Donald
ahead.
J.
I'm
Trump.
only able to look maybe 10 steps ahead at this point. I honestly, and it's over 25 years until we find out if I'm right. But I honestly think something's going to happen to Trump, and his son, when he's eligible, when he's old enough, is going to come in and kind of avenge his father or something. It's gonna be some stupid storyline like that. And why do I think that? Because Donald Trump is a WWE wrestler. It's all fucking show. I'm sorry. I know my
Damn.
take on things pisses people off. None of this is fucking real. People aren't dying
Damn.
the way that they're dying. They are giving you news stories in the news cycle to keep you hooked, scared, and feared, while at the same time using that news cycle to infest your mind so that you create the reality that these parasites can't.
1000%. I'd be there.
So, and I wish we had. I know you said we only had about 20 more minutes.
Mhm.
There's so much more stuff involved with this, like the whole ball, bull, minotaur stuff. Going back,
Which is also gene splicing.
like back
Half
back
man,
when the
half
on
animal.
occasion, and this is how I'm connecting the Minneapolis shooting to the Charlie Kirk stuff to what just happened recently with Iran. What did Iran burn down?
Ball.
The statue of Baal, right? Well, that statue looked more like a minotaur than it did Baal itself,
1000%.
but that's
1000%.
semantics. Back when the on occasion church shooting happened,
Mm.
and let me run
Hit
this
it,
by
Webb.
you guys again. The guy at the Minnesota was Robin Westman, and then you had Tyler Robinson take out Charlie Kirk. That's connected. That's those names exist for a
I
reason.
gotta find out what the name's Robin. Webb of Mysteries. Go ahead, hit it, bro. Get your shine.
I was just gonna say about ball and everything. So yes, the Minotaur is a liken to the ball. They look a lot alike. But that's because ball. Well, the legend of the Minotaur, how hit the origins of him is because King Minos, which the labyrinth is actually real. King Minos, he got a bull, a bull. It was an all white bull, an alabaster bull. He loved this thing. But according to so there was a feast or a yeah, I want to say it was a feast for Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, he was supposed to sacrifice the best of his the fruits that he has. So that's his best bull and the best of his other livestock and everything. But he is
Mm-hmm.
specifically supposed to sacrifice this bull. Well, he sacrifices a lesser bull. He's a lesser
Mm-hmm.
calf. And with that being said, Poseidon looked down. He's like, "Oh, okay, you love your bull
Mm-hmm.
enough to fuck me over. I'm gonna make
Mm-hmm.
your woman love your bull enough to get fucked over." So what she,
Oh
so
yeah.
Minos' wife, Minos, which is why it's called the Minotaur. More of a bastard, so more of a like salt on the wound to Minos.
Mm-hmm.
Who later becomes one of the judges down in Hades, according to Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, his wife, I can't remember her name. She goes to the local blacksmith, has him fashion a bull that a contraption where she can get into it. She
Mm-hmm.
wheels this thing out into the pasture one night while old King Boy is off doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she climbs on in that thing, and the bull mounts her.
Mm-hmm.
9 months later, out comes this
Bam.
abomination. Minos sees it, says, "Fuck that. I can't kill it. That's not good. So I'm just gonna seal this bitch away." He puts it that he has, I want to say his Daedalus build the which his nephew's he's a part of the Wings of Iskarat story. Well, he's allegedly is the one who built the labyrinth. Well, with that being said, puts he puts his bastard stepson into the labyrinth. He makes the other surrounding islands that is under his control send their top two, send one boy and one girl. They're a lot like the Hunger Games from each of his
Mm.
surrounding city states, and sacrifices them to the bull to the
That
labyrinth.
that's where you're wrong, and this is hold on, let me interrupt you real quick. I'm so sorry to be a dick here. It's not just one boy and one girl, and this is where I'm making the huge connections to the number 14. It's 7 boys and 7 girls.
That's true. My bad.
So it's 14 again, 14 children. So we got that 14 children connected to the bull. We got the 14 children connected to Eris. And you're right on point, dude. I literally had it pulled up the whole mythology of the
Whoa.
burning of the
Look at Matt there.
sacrifice of the
Matthew's
14.
cooking again, bro.
So yeah, you're right on point with that, my man Sam. But yeah, it's just so we got the bull connected in this, and uh, back when the shootings were taking place, not only did the shooter draw an image of himself looking into the mirror, being talked to by a demonic bull in the mirror, he also used a gun that has the symbol of the bull on it.
Shut
The
up.
talks. But
So it just keeps adding up. It keeps adding up. It
Yo,
keeps
I'm gonna
adding
leave it
up.
as a cliffhanger because I want everybody else to give their piece, final thoughts, real quick. And this is a trial run for what's the freestyle conversation is gonna be happening very soon on the first Sunday of every month. I want to give special shout outs to every single person that's already collaborating on that movement. The episodes are not just gonna be dropped here. The episodes are gonna be recorded and hosted by different people each different Sunday as a freestyle conversation. And then we're not going to be messing around only with big names. We're going to be bringing up the names of new podcasters and new content creators so that they can motivate and infiltrate the community and be part of this uplifting, rising ships that is the freaking information war. It's very important that we start multiplying and waking up the freaking lions everywhere and stop putting our feet down and sinking the canoe of the newcomers, bro. I dislike people that freaking do that. And I don't think that you are enough. I don't think you are strong enough to gatekeep. So this is why we're doing this. And I want to thank you guys again for sharing some time. Yo, Twisted Josh, let them know where they can find you one more time.
All right, you can find
Roll.
me on YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
That's
Hit me up.
right. We're gonna be cooking. Mhm.
Oh, and Angel, guys, nice to meet. As a matter of fact, nice to meet you guys. Man, this is awesome, man. I'm like, I'm like, okay, man, I'm just soaking it in, bro. I'm just soaking it in. But yeah. So, wow, this is
Yo,
amazing.
it's
Thank you.
very exciting to have you on, bro. Stick around, bro. Don't leave the alliance, dog. Communicate, engage, start doing collaborations with each other, bro. You have a platform, you have a YouTube channel. These crackers are the freaking best. Web of Mysteries, I'm telling you right
Bunch
now,
of
bro.
crackers.
Hey, man, I love crackers, bro. I love crackers.
You could call me a beaner. I call myself a beaner all the time, dog. Listen, bro. This is probably some of the best freaking dudes I've met, bro. These guys are loyal. They bring culture and scarcity, and I'm gonna say that again, bro. Some of the most loyal motherfuckers that I've met in a long time. Alex Lloyd, bro. Let them know where they can find you, please.
You guys can find me at the Testimony Podcast, all platforms. On Instagram, it's the testimony.podcast. Follow me, check me out. We have everything. It's testimonies from all over the place, but we also feature recovery stories. So you may see, depending on if you guys want to come on, but you may see a few of these guys on there talking about recovery or just what the factors in life that need to be worked on, because everybody needs a little help. And if you know somebody that's struggling, just tell them just tell them you give a damn. That's all they need.
Mm-hmm. Belonging. Yeah, make sure you check them out, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Testimony Podcast. Amazing show with amazing content. Yo, Spirit Animal, let them know. Web of Mysteries.
yeah, again, you can catch me. You can catch us on Instagram. You can catch us on their TikTok. Everything is Web of Mysteries. So that's WEBB. As the West is of Mysteries. It's a web with two B's. You can catch us on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. And you can email us again at webofmysteries@gmail.com. And it's been an honor, gentlemen. It's always, and I hope to see y'all again.
Yo,
Oh, hell yeah.
we're gonna lock you in tomorrow. I think we're doing the first ever freestyle show with some big content creators like the Cold Rejects, Nick, Matt. Shout outs to Nick, formerly known as New York Patriot, and some other amazing special guests. And I'm telling you, bro, this is gonna be the next thing. And thank you so much, guys. Yo, Matthew Lane, one more time. They don't know where they can find you.
Instagram, Awaken Lion, X. If you're on there, Awaken Lion 29. I don't post too much on there, but if you just want to interact, throw some ideas my way. If you hear some of the random jumbled mess that I'm speaking and it triggers anything in your brain, let me know. I'll take anybody's information and discern it as I can. And just keep a lookout on YouTube and all the podcast catchers. Hopefully I'll have some shows with the under the hometown prophet. I'm going to be covering things like my Kent State story in depth, the city of Kent, Ohio itself, the history
Mm-hmm.
behind it. We're going mounds, we're going Indians, we're going giants. We're going to be all over the map. We're going uh conspiracies within my own little town, as well as doing kind of something what Alex does, not um not the whole God thing and people's experience with him and Jesus, but just promoting anybody doing good in the community. If they got a business that helps people, I just want to get people's faces out there and help as
Mm-hmm.
many people as I can while I'm doing this. I just don't want to come out and talk about crazy conspiracies all the time, and making my prophecies. But before I get off here, I do want to say I didn't know what was going to take place September 10th. I just knew they were planning a big event that day, and we all know what happened. So I'm trying to stay ahead of this thing. I did go out of my way to see, is there any political events happening? Is there any rallies? Is there any speeches? And then I couldn't find anything except for one thing happening in Washington, D.C., with the addresses of 1332, I won't tell you the street name, and 555. So we got our 33, our 13, and our 32 within one number, and the number 555, if you're not a weirdo like me in the numerology and angel numbers, that's the number of change, folks. They're invoking change with that. And with the event that's taking place is called the Sunshine Fest. They're celebrating and going over FOIA.
Sun worshiping again.
Sun worshiping again. And they're going over FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. Now, let's make a quick connection to the Freemasons. And what do they say? More light. Their motto is more light. So the Sunshine Fest is celebrating information. Take that as you will, folks. I don't know if something crazy is going to happen at that event or anywhere else in the world, but just I feel like the 15th, either big news is
Dude,
coming
if there's another freaking
big
massive
event.
shootout on that event, bro, it's going to be nuts, bro. Go ahead, Webb of Mysteries.
Just to bring up the number 555 again, if you notice, whenever there's a phone number mentioned in any form of media, like on TV or in that's anime or anything on television, the number they give it, like the middle number, like your area code, is 555.
That's because that number doesn't exist in real
I know.
life. You can't dial it and call it. That's what they tell us. But yeah, when they're showing numbers like that, it's code. It's
Also,
code for something. It goes into your subconscious for sure.
do y'all remember the show Zack and Cody, like The Sweet Life?
Sweet Life, yeah.
In multiple episodes, but one particularly when like they're all in like the summer school and everything, and Zach is the smart kid. In the background, you see it say "Ask about the Illuminati," and that's the Illuminati, and ask about the Illuminati is in both the Sweet Life and Sweet Life on Deck, and it was in multiple episodes of the DuckTales, the original series, and the 20 Teens remake.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, because that allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoy making it. And ladies and gentlemen, I like to say this a lot. Liminal Trees, $11 on paperback, $4 on Kindle. Check it out on Amazon today. Recognize patterns. But most importantly, guys, stay humble, but don't you dare be invisible. Peace.